Hello guys, what's up? It's back again for another video guys, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Discord bot. But first off, I'm going to be telling you guys what's been going on. Basically, I just did not like Minecraft anymore. It was just getting old for me. I'd been playing it for about 4 years and it just got old. So I decided to just not record anymore. Now, that I guess wasn't the best idea, but it wasn't the worst idea. What's the point of recording something you don't want? Now, if you liked my Minecraft series, most likely you didn't. Whatever. But let's just get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. Now, I will be posting at least once a week, maybe twice, on how to make a Discord bot. I'm making a new series on how to make one, and it'll be probably at least 3 to 8 minutes long each video. And it'll just be explaining to you the basics on how to make a Discord bot. My bot, it can direct message people, it gives you a really cool help command, and it does a bunch of other things except for music. But I'm going to be learning how to make a music command, so I can just do that, and then I can show you guys once I'm done. Now in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be downloading a text editor, we're going to be installing node.js, and we will be creating our bot. And we'll also be making a simple command to just reply to a message. Now, what you're going to do first is go to discordapp.com/developers. Go to My Apps, click New App. Type in whatever you want to name your bot, tutorial bot, and then you can put in an app description. Now, this app name is what appears right here. See, I can have chaotic bot, and that is what I put as the name. So what you're going to type is whatever you want for the description. It doesn't really show up anymore. Tutorial bot for my YouTube series. Now, you're going to click Create App. Once you've done this, you're going to scroll down and click Create a Bot User. This is going to prompt you asking, are you sure? Because this is irreversible. Click Yes, do it if you're sure. And then you're going to want to scroll up and see where it says Client ID. You're going to copy where it says Client ID, go to discordapi.com/permissions.html, and click what permissions you want to give to your bot. I'm going to be giving my bot all of these permissions. Now, I check all of them just to make sure, even though admin gives them technically all of them. But who cares? I'm still going to give them all the permissions because I feel like it. And why is it not letting me select that? So, this might take a bit. By bit, I mean a few seconds. And then where it says client ID, you're going to want to input your client ID. And then it'll give you a link. You're going to want to click this link, and it'll take you to a link where it'll ask you what server you want to add your bot to. Now, I have a bot testing server designated to where I develop bots, and I will just add it to that one, bot testing. Click authorize. It'll ask you to reCAPTCHA to make sure you're not a robot, even though your bot may be one. And then it'll just prompt you saying that your bot has been authorized, and it'll add it. You can see right here that our bot has been added. Tutorial bot. It'll have a bot thing because it is obviously a bot. And then we can get in developing now. Now, first off, you're going to want to go and install node.js. JavaScript is basically a coding language that was made to run on web browsers to make games such as Bloons TD5 on the web version. Now, what Node.js allows you to do is run JavaScript on your PC. Now, I recommend downloading the current one, because I read the update logs and such, so I know what's going on. You may want to download recommended, but if you want all the new features, you're going to want to click current. Other than that, you're going to just go through the normal download prompt. Now, you're going to want to download Atom. Now, you don't have to download Atom. You can use Visual Code or whatever text editor you would like to use, but I recommend Atom for its simplicity. So, let's get started. You're going to want to create a new folder where you want. Name it what your bot is named, just for reference and just so you know what you're doing. Now, open your text editor, and with Atom, you can actually open a folder. So you're going to click File, Open Folder, go to wherever your folder is, so I can just go into the folder above, click on Tutorial Bot, and then click Select Folder. Now you can see we are in the folder now, and we can do what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. We're going to name it index.js. Click Finish, and then inside this, you're going to want to type console.log, and we're just going to say hello world. Save it. Then you can actually not run this yet. what you need to do first is you need to open your command prompt. So just click Windows and R at the same time, open CMD, and then you're going to type cd space quote, open quote, and you're going to go to where your folder location is. Control C or copy it, go back in your command prompt, paste it, end quote, and click enter. Now that you're in your folder directory, you're going to want to type in npm init. This is basically going to create you a JSON file that will store all your packages. So if you are transferring this, then it'll be a lot more useful to install your packages. Now it's going to ask you, are you sure? Now I've done this before, so it's going to give me errors. So I'm just going to click yes, and then it'll create a package.json file. Now in this package.json file, we're going to want to add our name of the bot. Now you don't have to, but it's just useful to. Just in case you mix your package.jsons up, we're going to type in version 1.0, save it, close it, we're good. Now we can go into here, and now we're going to type in npm install discord.js in all lowercase. Now I had a problem where it would not install it, and that is because it is not in all lowercase. If you do not put it in all lowercase, it's not going to be able to find the package. Oh, I made a typo there, guys. Hang on, npm install. I forgot the L. Discord.js. Now, you are going to want to put it in all lowercase because if it's not going to be able to find the package, so then you won't be able to install Discord.js, and it will just not interpret your code. It'll be like, what is client? What is Discord? I don't know what Discord is, because it cannot find it. It's not like a human brain to figure out where it is. It's a computer. You have to tell it what to do. So it's going to give you a few warnings, but it's fine. You're going to type not yes, and then now that you have this installed, in here, if you've already typed console.log, you can just do node index.js. Or wait, what did I name this? Yeah, I named it. I was just making sure. You're going to click enter, and it should reply with hello world, and it worked. Perfect. Now we know our code is working, so now we can actually get into programming. Now, I like to keep my code all organized, so I'm just going to put 3 slashes, put required libraries, and then I'm going to add a footer. Now this is basically just to help me organize my code a little better, because if my code's not organized, I'll freak out. So we're going to type constant discord equals require discord.js. Now this is basically just grabbing the library discord.js that we just installed, and then you're going to want to create a client. Constant client equals new discord.client, sorry. And then you're going to end that. Now, I just realized that I did this wrong. It has to be an uppercase C. Now, you're going to want to type right here bot login, or if you don't want to have it organized, you don't even need to. You're going to type client.login, and then here's where your token will be. Now, how you find your token is you go to discordapp.com/developers, go to your application, scroll down until you see app.bot user. It'll have token, click to reveal. Now this is going to be your token. You're going to copy this. Now mine's obviously going to be changed, so please don't try mine, because I will change mine. And then right in these parentheses, put quotes, and then put your token in there. Save it. And now if you run node index.js, as long as it gives us no errors, we will be good. So if it gave us no errors, let's go check Discord. Look. Now our bot is online. As you can see, we have successfully created a bot. Now, we're going to want to do 2 things. We want to achieve it so that it'll tell us when our bot is logged in. So I'm going to type client event on ready. Do a footer. Okay. Now we're going to do client.on ready. We do not need any variables, so you're going to do comma, parentheses with nothing in them, a function, that, open bracket, and then we're going to do console.log, I have successfully logged in. I probably spelled successfully wrong, but who cares? So, it does not really matter what we put in there. We can just put, actually I don't even know if I want a period in there. Now, what we can do is we can do client event on message. And just so you know, guys, what client that onReady does is whenever the bot logs in, that's what it's going to trigger. It's going to trigger that event, and so that's what it'll do. Now we're also going to want to do client.onMessage, and then we're going to take in the parameter message. So whenever a message is sent, we're going to want to figure out what the message actually is, and then we're going to do a function. And here's where you're going to put other stuff. Now, if you do message if, no, I like spaces, thanks. Alright, so if you do if message dot content dot starts with ping, actually we're going to have to prefix this, ping, then we are going to run message dot channel dot reply, wait, no, I did that wrong, oops. Message.reply, and we're just gonna say, no, not hello, pong. Now what we can also do is we can also do message.channel.send, and we can do pong. Now what message.reply will do is it'll have their name like @user pong. That's what it'll reply with. It'll have the user. It'll mention the user, comma, space, and then it'll say your message. What this will do, what message.channel.send will do, is it'll just say pong. It just straight up sends a message. Now we're going to want to save this. Let me organize this a bit. Save this, go down here and type Control-C to cancel the previous program. Type node index.js again. This is also how you will start up your bot every time. Now, once the bot is logged in, it'll say I have successfully logged in. That is good. Now, if the person types in whatever you put, ping, this is a reply. This is a reply to the message, as I said, and this is just the message that's sent. And as you see, it has worked. Now, one more thing. We are just going to add a prefix. Constant prefix equals, and then you can put your prefix in here and just save that. Now what you can do right here is you can do prefix plus ping. To lowercase. I'm also going to do this because you're also going to want to add .to lowercase that starts with for now, because that'll just take the message and put it all to lowercase. Now we're going to want to restart it. Alright, once it says we've logged in, we can run it. Now we can run ping like that. We can run ping in all caps, and it'll always reply no matter what caps we have. It'll still reply. Okay guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, these videos will be out every single week at least. I might have one out on this Friday. You guys should go and check. I will see you guys next time. Have fun making your bot.